What do you swear you saw, but have no proof of? Topic inspired by a Reddit video on the YouTubes. Um, when I've seen something in the sky that's unexplained, in order to check my sanity, I'll call someone out, tap someone on the shoulder, yell at them, "Hey, you see that in the sky? What is that?" And I've, I've uploaded two of my UFO videos. The second one, no, the third one. I'll take that back. The second one that I posted was even complimented and picked up by three different UFO YouTube channels to use, to get permission to use them. Like, go ahead, man. Said that they would link my channel to them. But when I told people that weren't there as I was witnessing this, would you believe me if I saw a UFO? Flying saucer, what the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here. You fucking retarded, crazy, smoking, drunk, whatever. And what if I showed you a video? Then they would shut up, and I've shown more than one person a UFO video that of what I caught in the sky. And while they were watching that, somebody just said, "What is that?" Then someone else who has just as much experience or even more in seeing things in flight. Has no idea, no clue what that is. Can't be a drone, helicopter, plane, or spy plane, or weather balloon. So in the second video that I posted, if you look at it, it was it looked like an orb that had like some sort of nucleus around it, and just flying and bright. It's more like an aluminum balloon up in the sky, but a huge one. But that's reflecting or showing light. But I bring that up because, if I hadn't recorded them, people wouldn't believe me. And I remember one time I saw possibly could have been a baby blue or a light gray orb. It just looked like a concrete balloon flying straight, probably at a helicopter distance. No lights at dusk or dawn when the sun goes down. So I know what the fuck is that, and I'm like, what is that? Yeah, people that I called out, even they were more surprised. But something that I saw that people won't believe me, and I still think people won't believe me. What I saw, they'll probably think it was just something as simple as a caterpillar. But one thing that I saw, and I remember that it was the week of where I first saw this UFO that I last recorded, because I saw it. When I saw it again. I think I forget when the video was uploaded, but I saw it again during the Thanksgiving week. For that whole week, not for that whole week, but for most of that week, I would see it. And on the last night that I saw it, there were four of the motherfuckers with it. And I could just sense a presence amongst them. And what I saw when I first saw these months ago, the first one, I remember going on the dog walk, and I'm walking by a driveway that has a gate on it, and look, I've seen ferrets, I've seen snakes, possums, raccoons. No doubt that some of them are wild, but some of them are probably people who's had pets that they thrown out in the fucking street. And I've seen a bunch of wildlife. In Australia, I learned about all sorts of shit out there, insects. Hell yeah, I'm careful with spiders. Respect them, man. Fuck that. But anyways, this thing that I saw, to see what it resembled the most, it it was like a caterpillar, you know, that shit that turns into a fucking butterfly. But just imagine it the size of the biggest squirrel you've probably ever seen. And because I'm thinking about the biggest squirrel I've ever seen. So it looked like a big ass squirrel tail just going across the um, the driveway with the gate closed. Daytime, I want to say probably maybe 2, 3 in the afternoon. And it's not moving like caterpillar where it goes like this, where it goes like that. Like you know how they go like this, the other way, like that. Now this thing was going like maybe like like a millipede, you know, just with some form, but it was just almost like if it had little tiny feet, not just this little insect legs. But anyways, it just went like this. Maybe the whole thing maybe lasted 4 seconds, 4 seconds. And again, me haven't seen so much wildlife, so much traveled a bit and seen all sorts of shit. Like I lived and worked in over 100 cities throughout 7 countries. So I think I know a little tiny weensy bit of, have a sample of what's out there. But this thing, it just gave me the vibe. Don't fuck with it. You know, I don't know if it's gonna shoot whatever quills or little. Because I want to say that it looked like hair that was on it. But just imagine a squirrel tail, right? Like that. And I didn't see it come up from the dirt, because by the time that I was crossing the street to see this driveway, it was already um, on the driveway, and it was just going into the driveway and into these not even bushes, just some plants that were maybe 1.5 feet tall, like little weeds and patches of grass growing around there. So it was really tight and compact. But yeah, my stupid ass is not gonna go in there and get stuck, stung, bit by whatever the fuck it is. Especially in Los Angeles, man. Maybe in Australia, maybe, because in Australia people will say, mate, what's wrong? Are you alright? Call the ambulance. And there wouldn't be a either, whatever, she's probably drunk. Ain't nobody got time for that. Very likely, I get pickpocketed, and get my organs stolen. But yeah, man, that's what I saw, and there's other shit that I've seen. I'll say when I was a lot younger, I used to uh, what's the word? Be critical. I used to think, no, I better not share that because then them, they, her, she, that girl, she'll think that I'm weird. But shit, I've been told. No, so I'll ask you the question. And it's up to you if you want to. Again, I recommend making a YouTube channel, or even if you just want to share your story in the comments. But shit, I've heard many stories from people that are either corporate or responsible, successful business owners, or even people that I'm trying to think. I remember one story that I was listening to, and it was from a truck driver, not a truck driver, yeah, a truck driver, delivery guy, freight. But he was taking a load from New South Wales into Queensland. He was going from south to north, and he was saying how you know he had always been warned, or that not always, that he had been warned about stopping along. And I don't know the highways over there. I've been on them. I don't know the numbers, but the one that leads from Sydney to Brisbane, from New South Wales to Queensland. They gave directions as to which if it was a rest area or a town or a stop number, but they told him never to stop there because just the other truck drivers just give him that warning: do not stop there. And what happens? He's driving so long that he says, "Oh, this is a place that they told me never to stop." And he's like, but he's so tired that I've driven that much to the point that I've been awake for so long, working so long that I get behind the wheel. I'm like, you know what? If I don't pull over right now, I will crash. And I've slept in streets and in gas stations like that. But he said that he stopped because he was, dangerously tired. And he says that he had his big rig with the full load, fully loaded, so it's heavy. And heavy, fully loaded rest area by himself because already the other truck drivers know not to stop there. But he says that if this is the front of the truck, this is the back of the truck. He says he got into the bed area of his truck, passed out, went to sleep. Doesn't know how long he was asleep for. And he doesn't know, or I don't remember how long, if he told me. But he passed out, and he said he woke up because he heard scratching on his truck. It's like, motherfuckers. He probably didn't say motherfuckers. Like, God, oi there. And he said all of us. He said he felt the thing rocking sideways, and then he felt it lift, and something shook it. And his instinct told him, "Yeah, don't go out there and check what the fuck that was." He says he knew that it was not something mechanical, not something mechanical, and he just instinct just says, "Turn it on, get the fuck out of there." And he didn't look. He couldn't see anything. And this old man that told me this, yeah, man, I could see in his face that when he recalled that story, he still got that survival mode, fight or flight instinct kicked in, anxiety, and but this is a dude who's old, man, old enough to be I'm guessing a grandfather or even a great grandfather, and he told me that he doesn't tell that story to everybody, but yeah, man, I think. I don't give a fuck about your selfies or you took a picture in front of the Taj Mahal or the Hollywood sign. I don't give a flying fuck about that. You know, because some people think, oh, I'm just from a little shithole country or the sticks or the swamp or whatever, the woods. I tell people, man, don't undersell your shit, man. Because even here on Hollywood Boulevard, the Hollywood Strip, whatever the fuck, Hollywood Walk of Fame, fuck that place. If you ever go there, if you're not from Los Angeles, fuck that place. Me, I'm not going there without at least one of my guard dogs. Without so many fucking homeless. Shit, you can even see on YouTube videos some people getting robbed. And I saw a couple pickpockets in action, a couple other thieves. You saw the scouts, the lookouts, then the aggressors, the attackers. And I'm not talking about fucking at midnight. I'm talking about fucking 2 noon lunchtime to 2 or 3 in the afternoon, broad daylight. They don't give a fuck. Um, yeah, man, I've seen a lot of violence in that area. Fuck that place. But if you know me, I'll take you to some. If you know me personally and I like you and there's a trust with you and there's a friendship there, yeah, I'll take you to some of my favorite spots. There's some spots I've been to and I told people, hey, don't fucking put this on social media. I don't want scumbags or the low lives that know you to fucking see on social media and come fucking ruin it over here. Fuck that shit. Like, what do you need validation from? That's another thing right there too. That what are you posting online? And I know I'm telling you post your fucking story online, but more music. I had a friend's wife. Shit. Nah, even better. I knew this black lady from a fucking hood, gangster ass fucking tenement looking part of Detroit. I showered some food and fuck man, I can't get to no restaurant right now. Yeah, why not? My introduction to soul food. and she was probably in her at the earliest her mid 30s or 40s, and um, definitely not the type of age or body type that I dated or went out with or fucked. But what the fuck did I tell? I'm trying to think, man. It's like, will you marry me? I love your cooking. This is amazing. Will you marry me? Are you single? Do you want a child? Carry my child. Her soul food was, oh my god, I don't know what the fuck it was because it had like a presentation of some sort of like Chinese food, but it wasn't. It was not. And I'm like, wow, my fucking god. Hold on, I'm losing my train of thought. But to see the gems in life, those things in life, man. When people share when people just share the substance in their lives, man. I don't give a fuck if you can't grill a steak or make a proper boiled egg, but if you have, let's say, the most amazing, because I remember someone made some sort of like pita bread, flour bread. Fuck, I ate so much of it, almost didn't eat. I wasn't starving for the main course. The main course was amazing and superb, but that bread, it had texture, softness, warmth. But yeah, I think when people, I think so many shit movies out there. I think we show our lives that way to people. We have the same sedan. We're in the same zip code. And I remember someone showed me some unique a unique drum set. Fuck, I don't give a fuck if it's whatever Fender, whoever the Pearl, whoever the fuck makes those drum sets. Oh man, I got this at the Guitar Center. Oh my goodness, look, it's autographed by this rock star. I don't give a shit. But someone showed me a handmade Shaman Blast. I'm trying to think what animal it was. Skin with the shaman's art on it, blessing, and it's played during ayahuasca ceremonies. And I picked up that drum set and I started playing it because I just figured, it's gonna, you know, to me, it's like there's something to this. There's something to this. This isn't just a piccolo or some fucking um, shit to amuse you with. I'm trying to think, piccolo's that flute looking thing. But yeah, I'll share that story because um, if someone has a golf story or something explained like that, yeah, and I think people should talk about them because the more that I speak to people, the more that I learn. And again, one of the stories that I mentioned already many times is when this Aboriginal told me the story about him and his brother who wanted to take the shortcut home, and they went along into the bush, and I remember seeing these bipedal creatures gathering. I don't know what it was: food, rocks, berries, and they're going into the little cave or hole in the ground. But he says what scared them the most was that these things had red, glowing eyes. All of them, even when they were not looking at them, when it wasn't reflection of the light, that was um, the light was being generated from them. I thought, fuck. Him and his brother just boned out, and this dude, he's a professional. If people found out, I'm guessing that people found out he's telling this sort of stories. Really like, I'm guessing he would lose some business. What's wrong with that guy, man? Is he drinking a lot? He's stressed out. He's probably on the meth. I had saved a Hatman story, and I liked it a lot. The setup, the explanation, the feeling. I saved two of them actually. One had a Korean reference, and someone the uploaders both deleted the videos or deleted their channels, and I thought, what the fuck, man? The Hat Man, which deals with shadow people. Oh man, you're fucking crazy, man. You're smoking meth. And I think, when people react like that, I think of this one piece of shit. Fucking snake shark face motherfucker. I knew a bunch of his employees, and I never met one motherfucker. It was actually at a gym, and where a lot of amazing people worked at. And I remember one of the managers at that location, were people that didn't speak uh, negatively or focused on the moment and just love life. And I never heard them ridicule or comment or criticize other people. They would fucking say, yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, don't trust that guy. I don't like that guy. And they would leave it at that and move on. Yeah, but I think that motherfucker's but if you met him for the first time, no doubt he would give you a huge smile, a bigger smile than I could give you. Hi, welcome. Oh my goodness. And probably pat you on the back, shake your hand, give you a straight up fuck you to your face smile. Sign up, give me the membership, and then get the fuck out of here. But people like that, that just want to fit in, just want to get my paycheck, go to school, be at family events, show up here or there, and not cause a ripple, not get attention. Be the gray man. And I think, why, you know, why be like that? I remember one time I was at this one tattoo shop, and I learned from different staff from three businesses that were in the same plaza, who by the staff had been there for years. And me, nope, I'm not being a salesman. You know, just speak, just communicating with people, not even just speaking, talking shit, just communicating with them. I thought it was interesting when they saw that I was tattooing people that the other people I had known for years, who also tattooed, but they weren't getting tattooed by them; they were getting tattooed by me. And I think three of those times I gave them their first tattoo. You know, but you know, what are you missing out on, man? You know who called me crazy? Someone who's been through through, through the whole Amazon, who has crossed the Sahara, who has gone through what's that called? You know, the outback of Australia. And I've seen what's out there, man. But if you haven't done that, and you just want to say, yeah, whatever, man, that guy's on the meth. Fuck you. Fucking chicken shit, motherfucker. Fuck you and all your fucking play it safe. I'm not gonna go out there because what if I get a little boo boo? A little boo boo on my knee. Remember the last time I got a boo boo on my knee? I was like, all right. That doesn't mean smaller steps or smaller runs or less runs. It just means more calculated steps. That is it. Same distance. So, what did you see that no one's going to believe you, or that people wouldn't want to believe or don't believe? You have no proof of, but you know you saw it. That's it for now, motherfuckers. Get after it. Go forward. Trump 2020. Start your own YouTube channel.